Could the snow showers we're seeing out there now be just a preview of what's to come this weekend? 7-day forecast with a lot of winter in it is coming up.
A fight between teenagers leads to a Southern Kentucky father and stepmother being charged. Why police say they encouraged the fight.
This could come from anywhere. It could come off the street. It could come in off of food that's been brought in.
Why an Estill County restaurant owner is voluntarily closing his restaurant as health leaders investigate an outbreak of salmonella.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening to you. For a second day, snow is falling across parts of the bluegrass, so it is another WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day.
The First Alert Defender is tracking the snow tonight, and on top of that, some even colder air is moving into the bluegrass. We begin tonight with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey.
Yeah, those snow showers and squalls, guys, continuing to do their thing across central and eastern Kentucky. May actually increase a little bit in a few spots as we go through the evening. Here's a live look at what it is looking like in our backyard. WKYT Weather Garden, the snowy bluegrass fields behind it. Look at the temperature down to 22 degrees. Check on the wind chill. Feels like 8 degrees right now in Lexington. Winds are gusting 17 miles an hour. With the fluffy snows out there, those gusty winds will blow whatever is out there around. And now we're going to focus on not only the snow, but also those wind chills that are getting dangerously cold into the single digits this evening across many areas. Winter weather advisory rolls on for the entire region because you've got the snow shower train that continues to roll on as well. Coming in from northwest to southeast, we'll get flurries kind of in between. Some heavier bursts of snow that can coat the ground and coat the roads out there as well. Moorhead down in the Mountain Parkway corridor and farther south and southeast that we go, seeing more in the way of those flurries and snow showers that will continue. The flow right off of Lake Michigan as of now, so as we go through the evening and tonight, the snow showers will continue. Watch for slick spots, and then we'll focus on the possibility of a storm system that blows into town just in time for Valentine's Day. That busy 7-day forecast when I come back in less than 15 minutes.
A fight between two students caught on tape, but investigators say there is a twist. They say the father and stepmother of one of those students drove her to the fight and encouraged it.
The Wayne County Sheriff's Office charged Derek and Katina Dobbs, and investigators say Derek Dobbs also kicked the girl his daughter was fighting. New tonight, Phil Pendleton talked to the other girl's mother. It's our top story at 6.
She got off work, minding her own business.
This Wayne County mother who wants to conceal her identity says her 16-year-old daughter had been bullied by another girl. Then Friday night at the Valero gas station, she was approached by that girl.
The girl proceeded to hit my daughter, being coached by her father.
In fact, police say this video was shot by the stepmother of the 14-year-old who then put it on social media.
Went viral so bad that pretty much everybody has seen it.
And that video, police say, is one of the reasons why the 14-year-old's father, Derek Dobbs, and the stepmother, Katina Dobbs, were arrested. Police say they brought their daughter to the fight and even encouraged it.
It also appeared, and the witness told us that the father had actually kicked one of the girls.
And to see my daughter on video where the parent is coaching his daughter to hurt and injure my daughter was very disturbing.
The victim's mother says her daughter suffered serious injuries in the fight, which she says was over a boy.
Because not once did those parents step in and help my daughter.
The mother says she wants everyone to see and hear this story to see how bad bullying can be. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The couple is charged with unlawful transaction with a minor and wanton endangerment. Derek Dobbs is also charged with 4th-degree assault. So far, neither teenager has been charged. If you would like to see that entire video of that fight, we have it posted for you at WKYT.com. New tonight, police have arrested 2 people accused of beating up a father and son at a Richmond home. State police arrested 26-year-old Christy Mullins and 31-year-old David Sizemore yesterday in Lincoln County. Both face robbery and assault charges. Police say Mullins and Sizemore attacked the victims last month. Police say they were beaten with a baseball bat and suffered broken bones and other serious injuries.
As investigators try to figure out what's caused a salmonella outbreak in Estill County and sickened dozens of people, one restaurant owner has decided to close temporarily as a precaution. The business owner says he's just trying to keep the community safe. New at 6, Kristen Kennedy talks to him about his decision.
Business isn't booming in downtown Irvine right now. Close to 50 people have told the Estill County Health Department they got sick recently. Health leaders suspect more than 20 of those cases are linked to salmonella. At least 1 case is confirmed. And while the department won't say what restaurants they're now doing additional tests in, there is one that has voluntarily closed to clean. Eagles Roost Sports Bar and Restaurant.
I'm doing everything that I can. I have nothing to hide. The sooner we get this cleared one way or the other, then the sooner I can get back to business.
Don Weissman opened Eagles Roost in December.
Everything in here is new. I mean, the floor, the walls, we've taken everything out. The ceiling, it's all new. And my equipment in the kitchen.
The health department has visited the restaurant 3 times, once before opening, once to follow up, and again last week.
The most recent inspection report shows 6 specific violations.
Most of the violations are listed under the categories food protection and food equipment, including the dishwashing machine not hot enough and bags of frozen chicken breast and pulled pork being thawed at room temperature. The report does not say that the restaurant is in any way linked to salmonella. Weissman has a simple message for his diners.
If there's any sign of anything here, I want to clean that up. I want to get rid of it. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable about coming in here and eat.
Weissman says he's waiting to reopen until he hears from health inspectors. In Irvine, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
The Estill County Health Department is meeting with the state health department to discuss findings and figure out what to do next.
Today, the woman at the center of an escort scandal involving the University of Louisville men's basketball team talked about her story again. It comes just days after U of L announced a self-imposed postseason ban for this year. Katina Powell discussed that on Kentucky Sports Radio today. Monique Blair has the latest.
Katina Powell claims it was all to help recruit players to the team. She says it was Andre McGee, a former Louisville staff member, who paid her to bring women to U of L's minority dormitory to dance for basketball recruits.
Sometimes it would just be the recruits in the room, and sometimes it would be the recruits and a lot of the players.
Powell says from 2010 to 2014, she, along with dancers, went to Minority Hall 22 times. Some of the recruits were in high school at that time.
When I asked Andre about the ages and how old were those kids, he said, "Don't worry, they're grown."
Last week, U of L announced a self-imposed postseason ban for the men's basketball team. Powell says she feels bad for the 2 seniors who now will not have the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
They did nothing. I didn't know of those guys. They had nothing to do with this. They had nothing to do with it whatsoever. And it seemed like it comes down on me because they can't play in the tournament.
Powell says she didn't want to ruin anything for anyone. She says she only wanted to tell her story. In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
In announcing the self-imposed postseason ban last week, U of L President James Ramsey said it was reasonable to conclude that violations had occurred in the program.
New tonight, we have learned that Kentucky's Juvenile Justice Commissioner has lost his job. This comes as state justice leaders investigate a teenager's death at a state detention center in Hardin County. They say Commissioner Bob Hader was relieved of his duties today, along with an employee who didn't carry out required bed checks on the teenager. Investigators say that 16-year-old Janiah McMillan was found unresponsive in her cell last month. They're still trying to figure out what caused her death. With bitterly cold temperatures expected this week, volunteers are making sure that Lexington's homeless population has a warm place to go. The Catholic Action Center's Compassionate Caravan is hitting the streets again tonight. Volunteers will offer rides to shelters to any homeless person they see.
Folks have a freedom to stay out if they wish. We beg them to come in now, though, because we do know that this can be life-threatening.
And if you know of someone who needs a ride to a homeless shelter, you can call the Compassionate Caravan. We have their number on WKYT.com.
A win over Florida Saturday gave the UK basketball team some momentum, and the Cats hope that continues tonight at home against Georgia. Rob Bromley joins us now with a preview of that game. Hi, Rob.
Well, the Cats hit the road to South Carolina this weekend, but they really can't overlook this game tonight with Georgia, a team with 13 wins, 6 in the SEC. Cats looked great Saturday against Florida. Without Alex Poitras, the door opened for Isaac Humphries. He got some minutes and responded. John Robig said Tyler Ulis likes having Humphries on the floor.
Well, one, Tyler likes playing with Isaac because he sets great screens. And that frees Tyler up, but then that frees other teammates up as well.
Once it hit me, I was very motivated. I knew that this was going to be my chance, and I needed to perform. So I just went out there very determined.
Isaac is a smart young man, so I mean, he knows our offense, he knows what we're doing, he knows exactly what's expected of him.
And it will be a late tip tonight, 9 o'clock on ESPN. This will be the final 9 o'clock start of the season.
Rob, thank you. The Cats have won 4 in a row over Georgia and 7 of the last 8 going back to 2011.
And new tonight, we've learned the Christian music festival called Ichthus will not be held this year.
In a Facebook post today, Creation Festival said they underestimated the time and financial resources needed to support Ichthus. So for now, they have decided not to hold the festival. But they say they are talking with an organization that will consider the festival's future. Ichthus was billed as the nation's largest Christian music festival. It was held at the Kentucky Horse Park last summer.
Kentucky high school students could soon have a new educational requirement that would also save lives. Some Kentucky lawmakers and the American Heart Association organized a rally at the state capitol today in support of Senate Bill 33. It would require all high school students to learn how to perform CPR before they graduate. A father at today's rally said CPR saved his son's life after he collapsed on a lacrosse field.
I didn't know how to do CPR. Unfortunately, if that would have happened at home, he probably wouldn't be standing here with us today, but it happened on a lacrosse field where there were 2 people out of 100 or 200 people that were around. Only 2 people knew CPR.
If the bill passes, every high school senior, starting with the class of 2017, will need to learn CPR in school.